Hello and welcome back to Sorare Assist. Got some more scouting for you today, guys, so make sure you stick around for that. If you like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And you can support this channel now, guys, just 99p by clicking that join button below. Okay then, let's look at today's scouting. So today, guys, we've got some German Bundesliga Scouting coming up for you today. So let's kick off with the king Sorare midfielder himself, and that is Joshua Kimmich. Now, I had to feature him in one of these videos because obviously he's one of the best players on Sorare and the best midfielder on Sorare, I would say, in my opinion. He's only 28 still as well and has a long contract with Bayern Munich until 2025. He's going for a very hefty £238 for his limited at the moment and £2,475 for his rare card. Now, if we look at his scores though, we can see why he is priced this highly. With goals, assists and a fantastic AA score of 31.2 on average over his last 48 games. And just look at this score graph as well, guys, just a sea of green here. In fact, none of the scores are actually not green, apart from this score here of 44 and this score of 36 here. We actually only played 54 minutes in this game, which probably explains that one. Now in this game here, it might have just been a little bit of an off day there for Joshua Kimmich. But as you can see, generally he's having some fantastic scores, and this bar chart also tells you that he's one of the best midfielders on Sorare. He's also got 2 assists as well in this last game in a 2-0 win against Hereford. So he got both assists for both the goals in this victory. One a little dinko of the defence and another one a long range assist. Shows his quality and passing technique. He's an absolutely fantastic player, this guy. I can't really emphasise that much more. Now, if we look at the season for Kimmich, then he's started 28 games for Bayern Munich this season. He's played in 12 Team of the Weeks on SofaScore. He's scored 4 goals and assisted 6 goals as well. He's also got some absolutely fantastic passing numbers with 67 accurate passes and 90% pass accuracy. He's also averaging 2.8 key passes per game, which is looking fantastic, and he's also created 10 big chances. He's also chipping in defensively as well with 1.3 interceptions per game and 2.4 tackles, and he's winning 4.7 duels per game as well. So Joshua Kimmich is a fantastic option in midfield, probably the best option you're going to find. Next up, we've got Benjamin Pavard, who also plays for Bayern Munich. He, of course, plays in defence. He's got a contract with Bayern until 2024, and he's only 27. Limited is going for around 40 at the moment, and his rare is going for around 246, which doesn't look too bad, really, for a player of this calibre who's capable of getting these 100 scores. As we can see, he's done that 4 times this season, with plenty of peak scores. He did seem to be in and out of the team now and again for Bayern, but he is also a French international as well. But he's getting more consistent minutes now with Bayern Munich and getting plenty of good scores, as we can see here from his score graph. He's also got a fantastic AA as well of 24.2. This season has started 23 games for Bayern. He's played in 9 Team of the Weeks on SofaScore, 4 goals and also 1 assist as well. 1.2 shots per game, although these are generally long range efforts. He's also averaging a fantastic 66 accurate passes per game with 90% pass accuracy. He's created 4 big chances this period as well and contributed to 8 clean sheets. He's also got some fantastic defensive stats with 1.5 interceptions, 2.4 tackles and 2.5 clearances as well per game. So Pavard is certainly looking a fantastic option. He's also a French international as well, of course. So I think he's looking a brilliant option in defence. Next up, I've gone for Borna Sosa of Stuttgart. He's only 25. He's got a long contract with them till June 2025. Looking pretty cheap at the moment as well, for around 76 on auction for his rare and 780 for his limited card. Now, if we look at his scores then, so we can see some really good scores here, some peak scores as well. 94 here, 90 here, 100 here. Also some 80s and 70s as well. But there's only one problem here, he's not always in the team, as we can see. So he's had a couple of games out of the squad completely. So I think this is potentially due to injury. He is also in and around the Croatia squad as well, although he's generally a sub for them. Although he did play quite a few of the games during the World Cup. He started 3 of the matches for Croatia during the World Cup. But when he is starting the games consistently, if we just filter this to the games where he's started, just for Stuttgart, we can see a really good graph here of some fantastic scores. So if he can cement a place in that Stuttgart team, which he does seem to have done towards the end of the season, then we are going to get rewarded with these fantastic scores if we do own his card. He's got an average AA of 15.2 as well over these 21 games. So I think he's looking a really good option there, guys. If you are a fan of Stuttgart and you want a champion Europe defender that's not coming at too steep a price. This season for Stuttgart then, he's actually started 19 games, appeared 22 times in total, appeared in 5 Team of the Weeks as well. He's also taking corners for Stuttgart, as you can see, so this is probably going to help his assist ratio. He's got 2 goals and 7 assists this season as well, guys. He's averaging 2.7 key passes per game and he's created 7 big chances. He's also got a pass accuracy of 31 accurate passes per game with 81% accuracy, and he's averaging 1.4 clearances per game and 1 tackle per game. So if he can get consistent minutes in the Stuttgart team, which like I say does seem to be doing that towards the end of this season, we could potentially be seeing these sorts of scores consistently from the Croatian defender. Another good defender option in the German Bundesliga is Borussia Dortmund's Rafael Guerreiro. Now, his contract does end at the end of this season, and apparently there are a few Premier League clubs interested in Rafael Guerreiro. Now, whether this is going to be a good thing or not, I don't know, but the teams linked with him, although some of the linked teams are teams like Leeds, Aston Villa, Newcastle and Wolves. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the best move for him. It's potentially going to hamper his scores a little bit. But if he does renew his contract at Borussia Dortmund, as we know, he's been on fantastic form recently for them. He's going for around £50 for his limited at the moment, 321. And a renewal of his contract at Dortmund is probably the best thing we could hope for in terms of his scores on Sorare. He's 29 now as well. And if we look at the scores, we can see that he has been on absolute fire towards the end of this season with loads of 80s and 90s and a 100 score here in game week 361. So he's looking at a really good option, guys, and it is in and around the Portuguese squad as well, of course, so he is a Portuguese international. So this season for Borussia Dortmund is started 24 games, 3 goals and also 12 assists as well. He's also shown some really good key pass numbers with 2 key passes per game and 10 big chances created. He's got 49.1 accurate passes per game as well, which is looking impressive, and 1.4 tackles and 1.4 interceptions per game. So certainly showing some fantastic numbers here, and let's just have a look at this stats for this last game here in an away draw against Bochum. Started 90 minutes here, played 90 minutes. 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, 1 tackle. He also won 100% of his ground duels, had 49 accurate passes in this game, and created 4 key passes as well, which is looking really impressive. So I think Guerreiro is certainly a good option, but you probably want to be hoping that it doesn't move away from the German Bundesliga. I can't see him scoring as well in the English Premier League. So the final player I've gone for this week is Mark Flecken of Freiburg, a goalkeeper who's only 29. Now, it has to be said, his contract situation is a little bit up in the air. It does look like he's set to potentially expire, although there's no contract information available by the looks of things. So whether he's going to be on the move or not at the end of this season, I don't know. And I don't know what his current contract situation is. But he's looking pretty cheap at the moment for £29 for his limited and around £434 for his rare. It's not bad for a champion Europe goalkeeper who's been getting some pretty impressive numbers, as you can see. He's got an average AA of 10.9 as well. He's kept plenty of clean sheets toward the end of the season. And he had a fantastic performance here against Bayern Munich. Although they did lose, he did make a number of saves, which was attributed to this 26.5 AA in that game. He's also a backup for the Netherlands, although they do have a few backups at the moment in the Netherlands squad, but he is in and around the international team there. I think he's looking a fairly decent goalkeeper option, and if we look at this season, he's started 30 games. He's averaging 3.3 saves per game and is saving 73% of the shots on his goal, which is absolutely fantastic. He's also kept 12 clean sheets this season as well, which is a really good ratio in the German Bundesliga. So he rounds up this scouting video for the German Bundesliga for this week. and a goalkeeper pick there to potentially consider for your teams. Let's just have a quick look at the German Bundesliga table as it stands then. There's 4 games left to play for these teams. Bayern Munich, of course, sit at the top of the table, but they're not far behind. But Dortmund are not actually that far behind, and only 1 point there, guys. So it is going to be a close race to the finish here, and Bayern Munich are not certain to win this one. So this could be an exciting finish to the campaign. We've also got Union Berlin and Freiburg sitting in the Champions League spots there as well, closely followed by Leipzig and Leverkusen. At the bottom of the table, we've got Bochum at the bottom there. We've also got Schalke, who are in 17th place, and Hertha, who are also in 18th place there at the foot of the table. Looks like they're going to get relegated at this stage with 5 points behind the nearest contender, which is Schalke. So guys, that was it for this video. I hope you did like this video. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can also check out all these players on the Sorare data shortlist that I've created. The link for that is below. You can also watch all the scouting videos as well, guys. Link is in the description as well for that, the playlist on YouTube. There is also a current competition going on, guys, where you can win a share of my limited tier 4 and 5 rewards during the month of May. That's by commenting on these scouting videos. I will be selecting some random comments at the end of May, and you will be winning those cards and they will be sent to you. But you do need to be a member of this YouTube channel to get that entry and get those chance to win those limited cards. Okay then guys, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you again on the next video.